Banged up, sitting round 8 men. She worked all day to get 8 pence. Household living off 8 eggs. Praying and she wishing that it makes sense. Banged up, sitting round 8 men. She worked all day to get 8 pence. Household living off 8 eggs. Praying and she wishing that it makes sense. A whole heap of people lost the strife. She was working for a woman that lost her life. Pain so deep that you couldn't speak. Sometimes the children, they couldn't eat. Short woman named Susan, they blew off her 2 hands, and she lived in Sudan, yeah, where she worked and she kept a few guards around her, but they all died with the 2 arms around her. When you was gassing about 3 for 6, she could barely feed her kids. She was wearing beat up things, yeah, and you don't need to think, I'm sure that you can see the things. So don't be pissed when them brothers come and peel your things. But she was on her job, she was always working. How she died in the place that she's got to work in. If she had it, then she would have fed the whole village. Even if she gave them a bowl of spinach. Banged up, sitting round 8 men. She worked all day to get 8 pence. Household living off 8 eggs. Praying and she wishing that it makes sense. Banged up, sitting round 8 men. She worked all day to get 8 pence. Household living off 8 eggs. Praying and she wishing that it makes sense. 2 of her sons lived on. Went school and got picked on. So scared they couldn't look out for their little sisters. All now, I'm just thinking about my little princess. Some been through it, some lived through it. Some been to it, some into it. Some influence, some been ruined, some been doing. I'm just doing me. Back to the village, they don't know about city life. They don't know about weed or getting high. Grind for the pot of gold, nah, not the clothes. And I see how the feds tried to lock off goals. Is it the thing she wrote? Is it the thing she spoke? Is it the thing she don't? What makes you think she don't? You can't be mixing both. You tried and hit the post. I'm trying to hit my goals. I'm trying to hit my goals. Banged up, sitting round 8 men. She worked all day to get 8 pence. Household living off 8 eggs. Praying and she wishing that it makes sense. Banged up, sitting round 8 men. She worked all day to get 8 pence. Household living off 8 eggs. Praying and she wishing that it makes sense.